Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And happy Easter to all of you there that celebrate it. Passover for many of you. It's good to see you all on. The old skipper here sitting back trying to get over the fun and excitement of having so many friends and family over. Had my bunch of my grandchildren over as well. It was pretty nice. Put out a few videos, started a new channel. Fun dining in Alberta is now a go with my wife. So it's coming along, and I am really thoroughly enjoying a nice long weekend. Uh, my house has been invaded by an extra dog, which kept me up half the night. Hello, PA Prospecting. How are you doing? Kin of mine's in the house. I see my old buddy Dale's in the house there. He's taking a break from coming up live. Anybody else wants to come up live, by all means, you're more than welcome. Oh, but it's going to be a rather quiet day, I think, today. Uh, been mulling over a few different things that's going on. I'm curious to see what's everybody else doing this fine day today. I also am kind of excited about that last short video I put out. I put it on the shorts on the channel here, and within I bet you it was no more than about 2 minutes. I had over 1,000 views on the thing. So not that's probably one of the best ones I did. Blistering barnacles, nice to see you on. Yeah, been doing a lot of contemplating the last little while. What direction I'm going to go with the channels, and where I'm going to devote most of my time. Of course, the numismatics is a big part of my life, and I do enjoy that a lot. I'm going to carry on with that, but I'm perplexed with the idea of going back to the old days and actually participating with my wife and doing the food critics biz. It was a lot of fun when I did it, but of course, back in those days, we did it for a newspaper. But to do it on YouTube, yeah, it's got merits, and we had a lot of fun doing the first one. And I would like to do a lot more videos that even on the Numismaniac channel. I want to do more that's more fun, whether it be a little bit of silliness while I get out there and try different things, or uh, uh, having some fun with friends. It's related to collecting. Uh, just gonna have to see where it goes. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Dale. Of course, I've had the same thing. It just happens. Uh, I had company with my my daughter's dog come over. He's about the same size as my Lightning, but he's a pit bull. So I have a pit bull and a lab that kept me company last night. And hi, Lightning. Speak of the devil, there's one of you. Where's your buddy? Huh? Where's your little buddy who kept me up all night? He kept nibbling on my toes and talking to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Even woke you up. my dog's growling at him because he's keeping him awake. Yeah, little Kenny. Oh, you did enjoy that, did you? That's for those of you that haven't seen that video. I finally got my daughter to help me do that short video of me getting on a bike. and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, yesterday I cooked up the turkey I didn't cook for Christmas. I cooked for Easter, and looks like I'm going to have hot turkey sandwiches for dinner tonight. And I can hear Kenny doing his thing upstairs. Well, you saw the size of the tank, right, Dale? Yeah, that one went over really, really well. Ramen noodles. Ugh. Only when I really, really don't feel like cooking, I'll eat ramen. I'm gonna have to see if I can find myself the link here so I can put it in. Here we go. Oh, pub food. I enjoy pub food. I'm actually going to be doing a video of the Ashford Irish pub here shortly. It's going to be, hopefully it's going to turn out quite good. I know their food was bloody awesome. There we go. Yeah, I did because everybody wanted to celebrate Easter in the house. I did something a little bit different. Of course, I used to do the what do you call it now? It's where you're hiding. Of course, it's hiding the Easter eggs and stuff. We did that as well, but we did a I forget what you call it now. It's it'll come back to me. I love being old. This year, I tried something that is actually a traditional game. Apparently, the royalty. I can't remember which queen did this, but you tie strings onto plates, and you run the strings into a inverted cup with a hole in the middle, so that only a short piece of the strings are sticking out. And on each plate, you put items that are awarded the person who pulls the string. It's like drawing a short straw, but you're pulling the string, and all of a sudden the plate moves into the center, and you get whatever's on the plate. We had 12 plates laid out on the table, and on one of the plates was a shot glass full of pure lemon juice, and you had to down. Whoever got that had to down the lemon juice. We had chocolate bunnies and picnic baskets and scratch and lose cards, and I put a variety of world coins on every single plate. Had a Easter egg with different chocolates in it as well, and so it looked very festive, and everybody participated. And of course, my future son-in-law was the one that pulled the string with the lemon juice, and like a trooper, sucked it right back. And hardly a wince. Everybody else is kind of cringing while he's doing it, but did it well. It was a lot of fun. How many of you done things like that? Yeah, can't recall if you have dining. I'm gonna have to check into it. Most of the licensed restaurants do allow children in them, as long as they're serving food, and some of them there's specific hours that younger folks are allowed in. Uh, the Ashford, which I visited, there were no children. It was a pub, but it was also um, a place where it's more adult oriented, so you didn't see any kids in there at all. Uh, a lot of Celtic music, which I enjoy. Um, and the whole theme of the place, you would think that you were in Ireland or England. They knew how to do it proper. Of course, they folks that own the place they immigrated from Ireland, so they were just trying to bring a little bit of home to a new country, and they did a marvelous job. The other thing I enjoyed about the location of that one is that it's a new strip mall. And for those of you that aren't familiar, a strip mall, of course, here in Canada is typically a mall that's outside. It's not all the stores aren't in an enclosed area. It's outside, so you walk in the weather. But they built the mall to resemble what you would see in Belgium. It looks very much like when I was in Eris with the old, 15th, 16th, 17th century faces to the building. And they piped in, they actually have music in the parking lot playing that is very reminiscent of Europe. So it was the whole mood, right from the time that you pull into the parking spot to the time you go into the pub, was very, very neat. Oh yeah. No, that's definitely not a go here. Children are not allowed to drink alcohol at all. And the legal drinking age in Alberta is 18, which is for some people, a little on the low side. But heck, I was drinking when I was 15, but I lied about my age when I joined the army. Arr. No, it wasn't the Navy. I actually left the Great Lakes and the ocean behind when I joined the military. Yeah, it turns out my son-in-law's borderline diabetic too. Yeah, lots of eggs. The problem is, being that we had so many dogs in the house, you had to really make sure that when we had the Easter egg hunt, all the chocolates were hidden well up and away from the dogs. I don't want to go through that debacle where we have to run the dog to the veterinarian and have its stomach friggin' cleaned out. Hello, Tina. Uh, so yeah, I hope you all like the idea of me doing more unique videos and not just the live feed. I'll do one live feed a week on my channel. Today's a relaxed day, and there's more for just chit chat with you guys and holiday thing. But I'll try to get on with Dale, of course, when he goes live, and the rest I'm going to be putting up more and more videos, especially on the historical side of coinage. I'm going to get back to my roots again. I miss it, and I'm sure Dale misses it too. He's a big history buff when it comes to coins, um, and adventures, whether it be metal detecting, which I want to get out and do some metal detecting with Marlon at Mayor Videos. He's the closest guy I have to do metal detecting with, that knows what he's doing. I plan on bringing some of my grandkids out so they can do do the bending since the old skipper here is riddled with osteoarthritis, so I don't bend very well anymore. Wish I could. Makes doing up my shoelaces horrible. But other than that, yeah, still getting out, and it was quite an interesting thing with that bike you saw me on in the video. Those that have seen it, I really like souped that bike up a lot. It's got all the lights and bells and whistles, but it sat because of my surgeries and my illness over the last 2 years. It sat in that garage, and basically went very, very flat. It took me the better part of about 20 minutes to try to finally get some air in those tires, and apparently it wasn't quite enough because the old chubby guy got on there, and those tires went so flat on their own almost instantly. Yeah, Marla wants me to try to do the magnet fishing too, but I'm curious to see how that's going to work here. When I lived along the Great Lakes, especially along the Detroit River, boy, magnet fishing back then would have been phenomenal. The stuff we could have pulled out. But I'm living next to the North Saskatchewan River here. It's rather shallow. It's fast moving. There's really no docks or anything to speak of. You basically you have to go right to the riverfront and throw you would have to throw your magnet in off the shore. You might get a few things, but I'll see how it works out when Marlon drags me out. We manage to do some of that. If it turns out where I'm finding interesting things and stuff, I'll invest in a magnet. Until then, I'll just borrow his and we'll give it a shot. Oh, dog alarm's gone off again. So, what are your plans for this week, folks? Do you have any plans that you're setting aside to do some adventuring? I've gotten back into cribbage myself, so Tuesday nights, I'm going. I just went the last Tuesday, and it has been years since I've played cribbage live. Of course, the folks I was playing with, the one thing I do like about it is I'm the young guy in the crowd. I mean, lady across from me going, "Oh nope, I can't add anymore. I don't have a memory. Can you add for me?" It's okay. I guess I have to do your pegging for you too, eh? But it does feel good to be doing something that's not on. Even though I do appreciate the online thing, but being able to actually get out and socialize is actually quite pleasant. You found a steel or a silver bracelet. That's cool. Hunter, hello there. Welcome aboard. Yeah, I think I gave out more. I gave out more coinage yesterday than I have in a long time. because I have, of course, I had a lot of duplicates and a lot of world coins. So the family didn't get a lot of Canadian silver. They got a lot of oddball pieces that I've already got the coins for. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. You get a chance. Appreciate it all. And by all means, do check some of the new videos that I put out. No, actually, kid of mine, the banks have not really been distributing a lot of the black toonies. I've not received a single one from a bank. I'm sure some people have, but not I, says I. Yeah, I've not seen any black rim toonies at all. Okay, I'm curious. I got to see how this is doing. I've not the shorts that I did. It's the first time that I put something up that was a little bit different. So I'm gonna check and see how I'm doing on this thing. Well, I'll be jinkied. This is a first. That video has brought over 1,000 views in the last hour, and that's the most I've ever done on these shorts. Isn't that interesting? Goes to show you, if you do a little bit of silliness once in a while, people will actually watch your videos. I don't think you're going to find a glow-in-the-dark black rim toonie. That's a separate one. Yeah, it's interesting how our attention goes to different subject matter, especially when you're heavily involved in the YouTube community and you're looking at different subject matter, not just our own community. Of course, we all go out and we explore, but I watched this show, and if any of you get a chance, you got to watch this thing. Cash his name is Cash Jordan. Cash Jordan. And he's apparently a realtor in New York City. Now, why? I wouldn't even like, I'd like to visit New York City, but I bloody well wouldn't want to live there. And especially after watching his videos, because he does daily videos on all these different apartments that they have available through Manhattan and the Bronx and all over the place. And basically these apartments are so small you couldn't swing a cat in them. They're just like a very, very tiny. The kitchens, most of them look like hallways where you got the appliances on one side and a 2-foot gap to walk through. And you look outside your barred windows and you look at all the garbage bins and the graffiti and the air conditioning units or whatever outside. It's horrendous. Then he hits you with how much they're charging. And I feel really sorry for the people living in New York City. No wonder they've got so many people living on the street. When you see a bachelor apartment, or what's another word for? I can't remember the name of it, where you don't have a bedroom. It's just a bachelor suite, and they're charging $3,500 a month US for this little thing. And then if you want one with 2 or 3 bedrooms, you're looking at $6,000 and $7,000 US a month. Like, who can afford those? It just boggles my mind. Now, as a Canadian, I have to start figuring out the exchange rate. And you talk a $7,000 apartment, you're looking at $8,500 a month Canadian for an apartment. Scary stuff. Yeah, you know what? We have our own issues here too in Canada. Toronto is a bad spot. So is Vancouver. Vancouver, from what I understand, is more expensive than Shanghai now. Ridiculous amounts. Ridiculous. I don't know. The only thing I can figure out is if you were a bunch of single people that had jobs on Wall Street or something, and you all joined together and you didn't mind communal living, and you each had a room, and you ended up spending $2,000 a month for your one room, and then you can get by. But you know what? No. Yeah, I watched that and I said, gee, you know what? It'd be cheaper to live in the UK, for Pete's sake. And my brother-in-law fills me in on the expenses there. It's like, oh man. So yeah, the whole world's becoming more expensive, but at the same rate, we have it challenges us to become more resilient in the way that we try to get by. One of the things that has had to happen in my case, because I'm at the stage now with my house, I have to get my roof repaired and a bunch of other things done. My collecting has absolutely stopped. What I have is what I have, and it's driving me crazy because I can't even stack silver right now. I can't afford anything. It's tough, but at the same rate, you do what you have to do. My wife can't handle the heat, kid of mine. Uh, uh, Going to the Philippines and living in that environment, she would not survive. Not at all. Not at all. She won't even move back to the UK. She's no. I guess it's the cold weather we have here in Canada that's keeping her preserved. But this is no. I mean, our utilities here have doubled since last year. Literally doubled. My one utility bill alone is $460 a month, and that's not counting all the taxes and other things like internet. Just crazy, just absolutely crazy. I would like to visit the Philippines, though, and I would like to. The one country I really want to, well, besides the fact I would love to take a Viking cruise down the Rhine River and see all the castles and stuff. I'd love to do that, but I really want to see New Zealand. It's New Zealand that's uppermost in my mind to go visit. It just looks, especially the North Island, but even then, I would like to visit the South Island just to see some of the nature. But the North Island, it looks beautiful. I see my little sister is on. I'm gonna have to invite her into the chat. Oh yeah. Oh, I wish mine was. My bills were quite low. Okay, I think I just about got this. Very interesting. I'm not doing too well with Crossover Paranormal Society. Interesting channel. My mother used to be really big on that, but she crossed over, so I'm gonna have to wait and find out whether what she saw was real or not. There we go. Barb's Country Home. Hi. You know, it's so nice to be able to say that my cooking is still up to par for my kids. They actually, I think it's one of the only reasons why they come home to visit anymore. And they spent there's only a I would say there's 3 meals that I cook that they really enjoy. That's my turkey. I should say 4 because another one. They do like my pizza, because I make homemade scratch pizza and they're big. They're the way I learned in Ontario and Quebec. These are monster pizzas. Um, the other thing is button bones, which a lot of you would refer to them as oxtails. My kids were never told what they were when they were younger. They wouldn't have eaten them, but they absolutely love them now. So if I'm making that, they'll eat it. And my beef stew with dumplings. When I make a big batch of beef stew, of course half the pressure cooker is dumpling, and that's it. They're just in heaven. So for some reason, that's how I managed to get my kids to come visit me. Oh, the background music is copyright free music. Just something that is relaxing. It's almost an ASMR. A lot of it is nautical themed. But this one now, I'm somewhere in outer space. Actually, it's very pretty. Yeah, scratch pizza is nice. In fact, many of the birthdays that I did up for the kids, I would make 4 of these gigantic pizzas, pre-make them, and take them over to the kids' houses and uh, uh, cook it up for them, and they just loved it. I mean, my pizzas are so big, if they were put in a box, you'd have to put a bun in the middle to hold the top of the box off it. Who doesn't like your stuff there? I'll check out your short videos, Bloodstream Barnacles. Absolutely, check it out. Austrian Stacker. Hello. Oh yeah, you could easily sleep to this sound. It's just totally like relaxing. See if we can find all this. Try to put a link in there again if anybody wants to come up. Oh, I think I hear my daughter. Hello? Oh, interesting. Oh, there it is. I am hearing voices. That's one of the drawbacks of living in a 4-level split. And I'm sitting in the back and the very bottom. As you can see up here, my window. I'm in the basement. Hello, Barb's Country Home. Oh my goodness. Yeah, another thing that's been a lot of conversation the last week or two is this whole thing where it's almost like going back to doing victory gardens. Everybody's doing it now. And it's rough on us people that have got brown thumbs and kill artificial plants. It's tough when you want to grow something and you've never been successfully able to do that. So I now have a black tray, and I've taken toilet paper tubes and cut them in half, and I've got some black soil that I picked up at one of the hardware stores, and I put some black soil in. I got a bunch of packages of different plants, which I haven't done yet because I have to figure out where I can put this thing where it'll actually get sunlight. We don't have any UV set up or anything like that, and we don't have a lot of. Most of the windows, you got to understand, most of the windows that I have in my home have got rolling shutters on them because the weather, especially the winter weather, is so severe. We shut off our windows, so I roll these things from the inside. They come down and they block out and give that extra bit of protection. So you're essentially in the dark most of the winter. So when the sun comes up, I don't have any real ledges that I can put these plants on. Then once they start growing, I have to consider, well, I have to look at transplanting them outside. And I've looked at these corrugated iron deals. They stand about 1 meter tall, and they're about 3 meters long. And it's raised gardening. I guess that's the right term, raised gardening. And I would like to get 2 of those in the backyard, but again, I've never done this before. So for me, it's a bit of a scary proposition. The other thing is I want to plant stuff that I'll actually eat because there's certain things like radishes I will not touch with a 10-foot pole. Don't like turnip. Um, yeah, the Irish in me. I like potatoes, maybe sweet potatoes. I don't know how well they would grow in our environment. Tomatoes. Um, uh, don't know if I want. Don't eat a lot of strawberries. My wife won't eat them. Um, onions. I can see onions and carrots. Yeah, Barb, I agree with you. Grow what you eat. I mean, why grow something that you're not going to eat? Unless you want to trade it off with your neighbors, which is always a thought too. Okay, I am going to put you on quiet music for a second while I say fare thee well to my daughter, who's heading back to Wainwright, Alberta, and back to her job. So I will be back shortly. The family drama is enough to turn my hair white. What can I say? Shh, I'm napping. Ay. Coining around. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the relaxation hour, where you too can sit back and listen and enjoy a few moments of peace and tranquility, where you can learn how to live dynamically. Dynamically? You don't know what dynamic living is? Why, dynamic living's that kind of life that's filled with joy and happiness all the time. A life free of fear, free of worry, with your life balanced in all 6 major areas, which are business, home, social, physical, mental, and spiritual. So just remember, you are the only problem you'll ever have, and you are the only solution. So the best solution you can think about is taking a little bit of time to yourself and enjoy a little bit of peace and tranquility. Always nice to see Polar Bear. Have they changed my meds? No. I've gotten rid of the hardcore stuff for my pain and whatnot, and I'm on the special gummies, but I only take them at night so I can sleep. Doesn't eradicate the pain; you just don't care about the pain anymore. No, Disney Mad. What is this Disney Mad thing? We got someone new in here. Disney Mad. Yeah. Marlon goes, yummy gummies. Depends on the make. I find some that actually do taste just like plain gummies, and other ones that are absolutely disgusting. I mean, they're only one notch up from taking that terrible oil and sticking it underneath your tongue. Disney Mad is my friend. Ah. Yeah, I actually got chastised by my son Andrew yesterday. He comes over and he goes, Dad, back in the day, heaven forbid if you ever caught me with any marijuana. He says, you were so strict about it. He says, you found a little bit on me and I was in so much trouble. I says, yeah, that's right. He says, no, look at how much stuff you bring in the house and all this blah, blah, blah. I said, well, you know what? There's a difference. It's legal now. It's under quality control. We understand a lot more about its medical purposes, and it is a prescription for me. So it's not like me going out on the street to some drug pusher and buying pot that's laced with God knows what, just for recreational use. This is so that I can stay away from opioids and all those other really nasty drugs, and have something that allows me to improve my quality of life. Yeah, the only thing is he was talking to me. He is an adult too. When I talk about my kids, my oldest boy is almost 50. My youngest is 34. So they're not kids anymore. They're just reflecting back in the days when there was a no go. So street weeds was, wow, what was that you said there? Street weed was always fine. Lacing costs money. Lacing, I don't understand what that means. You don't get free drugs. Well, my drugs are paid for. She's going to make my own edibles, lime slice, cheesecake, caramel, and chocolate chews, and infuse cookie butter and oils works wonders. Uh, yeah, I really haven't made, I know I could take classes in it. They actually provide that for me. But, I got a free, and some of the other companies, they provide the stuff. I get cookies. Cookies are really awful. The chocolates are good. But I like stuff like the ones that taste like traditional blueberry, strawberry, uh, lemon, lime, that sort of thing. That's fine by me. But again, some of the ones they do, they instead of being a gummy texture, they're very, very hard, and a lot of them put a sugar coating on them. Ugh, disgusting stuff. I've never tried things like hash brownies or all that stuff. That's stuff I've never tried. Oh, Rebecca, always nice to see you in, dear. Yeah, my daughter actually used my lap blanket that you made me there the other day. She's sitting there. Where did you get this? I told her. Oh, you know what? Back in the days when I smoked, now I'm really going to date myself here because uh, 30 years ago, I smoked 3 packs of Export Green a day, 3 packs of cigarettes a day. And I used to drink probably 3 or 4 pots of coffee a day. Pots. And when I quit smoking, I quit cold turkey. It wasn't like I had patches or anything. I used swizzle sticks, and I choose thousands of swizzle sticks just to, do the motion. But I couldn't drink any coffee because the moment I had a coffee was a trigger. I had to have a cigarette with it, so I stopped drinking coffee. Now I will go down 3 to 4 pots of coffee a day to maybe 1 cup a week, and it's decaf. Um, as far as breathing goes, I'm almost back. It's almost like I'd never smoked. Thank goodness, or I wouldn't be here today. Not to mention that at the ridiculous price, cigarettes are now over $170 a carton for 8 packs of cigarettes. $170 here in Alberta, and whereas when I quit, it was $1 a pack, so it was $8 a carton. And even then, I was balking at the fact it had gone up so much because it was 25 cents a pack when I started. Vice, what is it, 23 or $24 a pack now? Completely crazy, completely crazy. My wife still smokes, and that makes it a little bit rough because the expense is just stupid, absolutely stupid. But yeah, I just replaced the habit with another habit. Unfortunately, I initially started doing a lot of reading, which helped. So instead of buying smokes, I bought books, and so I got really into reading. And then I got tired of the books, and I discovered food because my taste buds came back, and that's when I started to lose sight of my feet. I gained 100 pounds. That that's now a whole new problem. But you know what? I prefer to breathe. $400 for a carton of cigarettes in New Zealand. Wow. Yeah, good reason not to smoke. Yeah. No, when I look at it, I would prefer to buy buy my coinage, my collectibles, and my silver stack than blowing money on flipping cigarettes. So the moment that my wife quits, I'm I'm going to be back at stacking again. Commonwealth Bros. Yes, we are. Well, I don't know what would I deem. I don't think I have bad habits now. I think at the stage of the game where I'm starting to enjoy life again and in different ways. Uh, the other day, on spur of the moment, of course, we did a video on Smashburger, and we went to the restaurant, and we visited a few spots and wandered around. We went to Kingsway Garden Mall to check out the new Zellers. Not much to it yet. Doesn't even look. It's not even a shadow of its former self. But the wife and I are driving down the road, and I asked the YouTube music to throw on American Pie for us, and I cranked it up full, and there we were singing our brains out, boogieing down the highway, and it was so much fun. I mean, we're when you start getting around your 70s and you're still doing stuff like that, it feels good because really we're still the same person inside. The body's a little bit freaking rotten, but you can still have fun in life. Yeah, Zellers is back. It's not the same as it used to be yet. It's occupying the bit part of the bay. And they also have a lot of them put out a food trailer outside. You can have some of their old stuff, but it's really expensive. And you know what? It's over the pandemic. This has been a lifeline, especially the community on YouTube and the friends and people we've met. As you know, we're from all over the planet, and back in my youth, to talk to people on the other side of the world, if you couldn't do it on the phone, it would cost you a fortune. A lot of us resorted to getting into ham radio, and we used to do a lot of DXing to meet each other. Those that couldn't do voice, we did Morse code, and so you well imagine it's a lot more complicated than what we're doing on here, where we can actually sit face to face if we want to on chat, or typed in the chat beside the live feed. It is fun. Poker Rossi, a poker now. There's a classic example. There's Poker Rossi's in Europe, one of the Nordic country. I can't remember where you're in, Denmark, I can't remember which one you're in now. But he's got a love for poker like I do, and met each other through here. We're all collectors of some sort. We were just hanging out, doing different live feeds together. We where I used to send out QSL cards when I made a contact, and that's what we used to do. QSL cards when we did the ham radio. Person would put them on their wall, say, "Oh wow, I found someone in New Zealand, or I managed to make contact someone in Europe, and whatever." And now it's Norway, of course. Now we do stickers, and that's so cool because many of us have these sticker boards we're building up, and it just shows all the contacts all over the world. That's a collection within itself because we're all into coin collecting, or many of us, or metal detecting, or magnet fishing, or God knows what other collects. There's all of us collect other things besides coins. And there's no doubt in my mind that's what we do. It just gives us a chance to hang out and have some fun. And a lot of the channels, like Tupac and his Coin and Around crew do all the games. Once in a while, I do a minor game of some sort, or Dale will come up with his battle chat and that sort of thing. I've seen guys that were even doing in the past coin pushers and all kinds of interesting things. I haven't come up with a concept. That's not what my game is as far as games. I will have a wheel when I hit 1,000 subscribers. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I plan on doing 10 draws. And the top draw will be a silver maple leaf. I'm making a commitment for that one. So someone's going to win a silver maple leaf when I hit 1,000. But it'll be one of those big wheels, something like the squirrel wheel that Tupac uses, or a race. I don't know. I still have to figure out how to do it, because I'm not much beyond a rotary dial phone when it comes to tech. Heath Dottie's Adventure. You know what? Wonderful people. So is Polar Bear back home, or are they on the bus? I don't know. So how many of you managed to see my motorcycle video? They're home. Good. Yeah, it's Easter Monday. I got to keep remembering that. No mail today. Good. That's cool. Mandy's Candy. Hello. Check my shorts. Hold on. No, I can't reach my shorts, man. Hey, Mandy's Candy, you're on now. If you want to come visit, your moderator status. You guys want to put your links in the chat? By all means, please do. Yeah. I'll tell you, that video that we did on the Fun Dining in Alberta channel, which is now Tracy and mine's joint effort, she was fantastic. She has a thing for Haagen-Dazs ice cream, and who ever heard of doing Haagen-Dazs milkshakes? Well done, Smashburger. That made her day. Yeah, we weren't too far from you, Marlon. We were just down the road from you when we tried that. It's you got one in Sherwood Park and you got one in St. Albert. The only thing that I deducted points, we do happy faces. We don't do stars or stuff for rating the restaurants, whether they be a fine dining or a fast food restaurant. But what we do is we go in and we take a look at cleanliness. We take a look at the way the staff act. We look at signage outside, position, whether the restaurant is in a good location. Uh, uh, this one here lost 3 stars because of the poor signage, and they had a gentleman who it was empty, completely empty, except for one young lad was sleeping on a table in the back. Had his head down, fall fast asleep. As well, that's not really appropriate in a restaurant. But as far as the food goes, the food was amazing. Yeah, Poker Rossi, I've been using Zynga. I haven't been. They've gotten so expensive at the casino over here that I don't bother. For me personally, because I'm a retiree, when we had our Monday Madness, it used to cost $20 for a buy-in. But we had well over 100 people that went in, and you were allowed rebuys and whatnot too. But it was a cheap night out. I mean, it cost me $100 just take the wife and I to a movie theater and have a little something inside to eat. But when I used to do my poker, I would go with $20. I could go every week. So every Monday night, I could go in and spend 5 or 6 hours playing cards. And I've been playing poker for over 50 years. And because of the pandemic, they came back and they raised it all the way up to $100 for a buy-in. Well, I'm sorry, as a retiree, $100 is just too much. So it would mean that I'm lucky if I can go and play poker once a month or once every 2 months, because by virtue of just the costs incurred. And that's kind of just really made it sad for me. So I was going, okay, what do I have to do now? So I've reverted to playing crib. And I'm doing cribbage again at the Royal Canadian Legion. And they have it every Tuesday night, 6:30, where I can sit down with other folks. And it costs me $5 for a buy-in. And say you got 40 people sitting there and everybody puts in $5. Whoever is the winner at the night has the most, accumulated the most points, wins the pot. So even if you don't win anything, at $5, I've got a whole evening I can enjoy playing cards and socializing with people. And that's the way it should be. Playing poker is fine for the young that have lots of money that they've managed to build up a stack. They can spend it, but that's just too much. Yeah, $20 is fine for a poker game for a buy-in. It's absolutely fine. Way back before Texas Hold'em took off and we were playing, whatever poker that we happen to be playing, we used to have house parties, and we would actually rotate around. And of course, back then it wasn't chips; we were actually using real money. We would go, and whoever the host family would put on the big spread. So we had a lovely dinner and whatnot, all kinds of snacks, and we would play poker all night. And we're not talking huge amounts of money, but it was more of a social thing than anything else. And of course, then again too, we also played poker with construction crews and whatever company you might be working for. In the military, we played a lot of it, but it was never a huge amount. Not like these guys that are playing, the World Series of Poker and stuff, where buy-ins $1,000 or $10,000, whatever it might be. Yeah, the tipping depends on what country you're in. Polar Bear, what we have here is the normal amount that we tip is 15%. Used to be 10. People are trying to survive now. They've raised it up to 15, but it's completely up to you how much you want to tip. Very few places, there are a few, but very few places incorporate a tip automatically. Actually, I find that kind of not, it's not kosher in my mind. I mean, if why should I pay a tip automatically if the service is bad? You know, it's something that you earn. You know, and but you're seeing it more and more these days. I know I saw it a lot down in the States. When I was down in Vegas, a lot of the places actually added it on before, so it showed up on your bill, which I didn't think was good at all. Holy mackerel! A kilogram silver bar? Wow. I guess it's a high stakes game. Even if you were to tone that down a little bit and say uh, 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 5 ounce or a 10 ounce, and and that's what whoever won would get the bars or the coin, whatever you happen to have, sent to the winner. Winner takes all. I'd be game for that. I definitely would be in game for that. But then again, too, we'd have to do it in such a way that you'd have to play it on one of the online poker rooms where you can actually set up a room. I know Poker Stars used to do the rooms where you can actually set up a room and everybody can go in and play. Yeah, that's true enough. And we don't know how many. I know there's quite a few. Who can he? I know he plays poker. He actually wants to meet up with me in Vegas. That would be fun. I'd like to get down to Vegas to do their coin show down there, and a bunch of us get together. Maybe, you know, word around. Go to the Golden Nugget or something and play poker together. That would be a blast. I also saw that Eddie got my package. I sent him. We did a sticker swap, and I sent him down because he's a Marine. I sent him cap badge and some coinage and little knickknacks and whatnot in a package. And I did a glitter bomb. So I filled the fine glitter through the whole package when he got it, and he apparently, thank you, U.S. Postal Service. Someone put a hole in it so that when it showed up at his place, it was leaking glitter everywhere. It's going, I know what you've done. Yeah, I've seen online a few of the communities have gotten together in different places. Uh, you know, when you develop friendships online like this, it's really nice every once in a while to be able to have, it's almost like a reunion. You get everybody together in real time. Uh, I've seen some of the guys that did it through the coin community. They went down the states, down into I think it was Oklahoma. They did it. I wouldn't even mind grabbing a few guys in the metal detecting community and heading down to Ontario and trying out some of the areas down there, or having them invited out here. We have books that's available in Alberta where you can actually look up all the different ghost towns and whatnot, where you can actually do some serious metal detecting and find some really cool booty. I mean, I've watched the Hoover Boys. I shouldn't watch that channel so much. It drives me crazy because they're the southern states, and they get these incredible finds, whether they CSA belt buckles to musket balls to all kinds of different coinage from all through their turbulent history. They've even found pieces of 8 and everything else down there. Up here, we find a few things, but not any. It's not as condensed a history as they have now. I guess Canada was too peaceful. I don't know. There's well, fortunate for me, it did make it to them, but he still hasn't fully opened it. Eddie is behind on his package openings. Yeah, I have to look at putting aside a few dollars too for some new stickers for my Santa Claus gig, and I'm trying to raise enough funds to get myself a new suit. I'm looking at I was looking at the price. Oh my goodness, for a professional suit, anywhere between 1,500 and 3,000 US, and that's like, oh, okay. I wish my mother was still alive. She was a great seamstress. I could have had the bloody thing made for me, but no. North Ants Magnet Fishing. Where are they located? You can get Santa suits anywhere from $300 or $400, but if you're doing it professionally, then you want to have something that's going to be a little more durable. When I do my gig at West Edmonton Mall, and those of you that aren't familiar with it, West Edmonton Mall is North America's largest shopping center, and I've went through 1,600 babies during my sittings over there, not to mention dogs, cats, rabbits, hockey teams, you name it. I wear their suits. Their suits are provided, which saves on the wear and tear of my personal one. But on top of that, I do stuff for community groups and optometrist office, any company that wants to hire me. And my suit was originally purchased in 2013, so it's 10 years old, and it's wore. I've tried to recondition it this last year, and it was a failure. So I'm gonna see. Okay, what we got here? North Hampshire, England. All right, I'll have to check it out. That's the same as me. There's, but you know what? That's not a bad thing. uh, it's always a good thing to have something to strive for. Whether it's almost like a the ultimate goal. I mean, you short term, long term, intermediate, whatever your goals might be, but you have an ultimate goal where you just haven't you're striving towards it, but it's still there. It's always nice to have something to shoot for. Yeah, I was lucky. The last time I went to the UK, the whole time I was there, it was absolutely gorgeous. Blue sky. I actually got sunburned. It was absolutely beautiful. No rain at all. When was the first time? The only time that I got wet was when I took the ferry over from over to Dieppe, and it was raining on over the English Channel. Blistering barnacle magnets. Hey, thank you for coming aboard, my friend. Yeah, I think I'll be calling her quits here in about 5 minutes. I'm just wanted to say hello to everybody today, and not a we haven't got a lot of things going on. Um, most of my stuff is tucked away pretty well today, and I'm just relaxing post the family running me ragged, and I'm gonna make myself and the wife a hot turkey sandwich for dinner, so that I can fall back to sleep, because every time I eat that bloody bird, I fall asleep. But hmm, yeah, that sounds like a really good thing to have today. And maybe watch myself a really nice movie. One of the things about a long weekend, I can do whatever I want to. And my dog is even going to sleep, because the little Kenny, the dog that was with him, the dog ran him ragged, and now he's exhausted. It was too much, Dad. Yeah, I know. Yeah, turkey sandwich is good. It's not the normal thing that I would have for Easter, but you know what? I had to use up that bird anyway, so it saved me ordering stuff in and all the rest of it. I might as well use the bloody thing. To, yeah, and I made the kids a big breakfast this morning too. They had sausages and hash browns and scrambled eggs and toast. Yep, yep, that's the way it's gonna be. Yeah, definitely gonna enjoy that. Oh, and I even have some cranberry sauce left over too, which is good. Yeah, Marlon, don't be a stranger. We'll catch you on your Sunday gathering there, and we got to work things out so that we can get together again. I'm now getting a little bit more mobile again, which is great, and I'm really got a hankering. I would like to get my buddy Bill out as well, to because he also has. In fact, he's the one that got me the metal detector for Christmas. So not this Christmas, the one before, and I'd like to get him out to do some things, because that poor old bus driver, he needs to do something other than just go to work and go home, you know. And Silver T, definitely want to. Again, my dream. You talk about ultimate goal. I want to go to New Zealand so bad. Oh man, just have to get my wife to get her citizenship straightened away and get her a passport. And come up with some interesting ways of making some more money. That way I can travel. Pension's okay, but it just doesn't give me a lot of leeway. Oh, yeah, you know what? At Christmas when I make my turkey, that is tradition. We have the turkey dinner, then we have turkey sandwiches, and then we have turkey soup. And by the time the third day rolls around, after the third day, I am absolutely done. Get a haircut. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Marlon, if you're still there, I'm going to be a grandpa again in July. And they live right next door to the Misericordia. Yeah, and I already know it's a boy. Takes. They've even named the baby. It's not even born yet. You know, good grief. So that'll be interesting because I'll end up having a newborn grandson, and my oldest grandson's in his 30s. Talk about a wide gap. Still waiting for the great grandchildren to come along. Oh no. Nope. Turkey's done. After today, I don't want to see it until Christmas. Yeah, congratulations, Nanny Peanut Brittle. She's excited. She's already bought so much baby stuff. Yeah, that child is not going to want for anything. Wow. So before I sign off, you guys put all your links in there so that folks can visit your channel. Don't forget to do a like and subscribe on mine if you haven't done that. And we will be signing off here in just a minute. Yeah, if I don't start moving, this quiet music's going to put me to sleep again. Not that it isn't bad. It's just, come on, it's too early to be falling asleep. Well, with that, then, I'm going to say farewell. Yes, you all have the blues. It's me. Grandpa Skipper. I've been grandpa for a long time. A long time. Papa G, my son was whining at me the other day because he was saying, Dad, I'm about ready to turn 50. I feel so old. I said, what do you think? How do you think I feel? Bloody 50 years of age. My goodness. Anyway, have a great day, guys. And we shall catch you hopefully with Dale. And in the meantime, keep an eye out for the videos I'll be putting out. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more entertaining, and we'll get some more coin history going again like I did before. So take care of each other and support each other, and we will catch you later. Bye for now, guys.